Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Hazy Simmer here, and I have an episode of my Crybaby Whims challenge for you guys. First off, I need to learn how to take a breath when I talk to you guys. I just kind of roll in punching. Anyways, I spent so long working on fixing this game. I have some glitches. I do know it's mod related because I haven't tried to play without mods, but it just kind of gives the vibe. I started to record an Extreme Ultimate Decades challenge. I had an aging glitch, but I actually don't think this is like the one we had with Lord Roderick. This one I think is because I took out my MCC log. Every time I update MCC, I take out all the files, but I usually leave the log so I don't have to readjust my settings. I think that's what it was. I don't have any evidence or proof other than the fact that I realized it wasn't in the folder still. And I was like, oh, well, maybe because I set the ages in the log, it might have. Anyways, that's what I'm thinking. But yes, we did have an unexpected age up. I decided to play it into the story, but I left playing because I was like, man, I cannot have anyone else aging up on me unexpectedly. Let me figure this out. So we will have a new Extreme Ultimate Decade Challenge video soon. You guys know I like to give you guys a little update when I'm starting my videos. But yeah, so we're gonna do Crybaby Whims today, which I'm really excited. We have every mod in except for Wonderful Whims. For some reason, I don't know if it's not updated or I'm just not finding the updated version. But that's just where I'm at. I can't. It sucks because I really do love that mod, but I will not play with Wicked Whims. So until I do more research, that's the one we're without. I did put in the Soulmate mod, but I'm leaving it only for my medieval Let's Play. And yeah, I think we have most of our normal mods, but we might be missing like one or two Little Miss Sam mods or something like that. So other than that, nothing should be too different. The last time we played, our family, okay, here they are. They're loaded. Yeah, so I'm gonna say right now, I don't know what's causing this. If you guys know, let me know, but I have like moved around on my mods folder and I don't know what's causing this, but I have been able to play and this is the only like major glitch I have. I want to make sure I'm small enough. Yeah, so this is like one of the glitches I'm having, but I don't have the UI mod in. Or I do, but I've had these two things happen. And I deleted my local thumbnail. I tried all these other things, but that's all the issues that I've been having. So, yeah. So last time we played this challenge, we discussed how Marigold has not been on shifters in a long time. It looks like Marigold is pregnant. We're gonna cheat. We're gonna use MCC. Let's look. Oh, also I have the wrong reshade on. Okay, so I had to get into the Crybaby reshade. All right, so let me bring my girl downstairs. Let's have her play in at the beach while we talk. Okay, first off, I guess she is pregnant, so hang on. All right, so it does look like our girl is pregnant. I had no idea she was pregnant. So, yeah, that's news to me. Awesome. She's supposed to have more babies anyway, so who cares? Having a paranoid episode. So last time we talked, we said because she's been pregnant, she has not been taking her father's shifter medication, which we know is brain altering, gives the Stepford housewife experience for those who are taking it. And yeah, kind of turns them into like the perfect moldable creature, like through hypnosis, essentially. Oh yes, perfect husband. Ugh, love him. Nico's too good for this family, guys. He's too good. So yeah, we know that Marigold was abused her whole life, but at the end of the day, she did do something very horrible to Nico and cheated on Nico with her high school sweetheart, Jace. Jace, who she did not have any memories of until she stopped taking this drug that her father had her on, that was causing her to be essentially whoever he wanted her to be. So that's our cliff notes. I did play around, with this like darker storyline and topic. So that is the world we are dealing with. But right now, Marigold did make the choice to cheat on her husband. And it's been some time now, but technically, little baby, what is her name? Little baby Meadow is Jace's biological child and not Nico's. So that is the tea we are currently dealing with. We also need to update our house real fast, so I'm going to do that. We have a baby in the belly, apparently, and we have an infant and a toddler. So right now the bedrooms are getting pretty tight. So I would imagine that they're probably, I would imagine that Nico is talking about, can I just make the baby move if I do this? Yes, cool. I'm just going to keep placing it on her until she moves where I want her to move. But I'm imagining, like Nico is asking Marigold if they could possibly, look at moving somewhere else. He's been making a little bit more money, writing columns throughout the years. Because as you can tell, like the babies are aging up, time is going by. I'm not sharing like every sim day with you guys simply because it's not like Extreme Ultimate Decades where every day like matters. This is kind of like throughout the years, this has been happening. So, by the way, thank you guys for supporting my channel. I like to talk, I like to tell stories. And that's just kind of the crazy person that I am. So I ramble all the time and I don't really tell you like, oh, I'm going to make my sim brush her teeth. I kind of just like tell you the story that's going on. So right now, okay, so Marigold is going to call her obstetrician and make an appointment because clearly she's pretty far along. And I hate this. I need to figure out what's causing this. She has to have C-sections, and then we'll do a pregnancy checkup because, maybe if I go back and watch the last episode would be beneficial. We might have already known she was pregnant. I just don't know. I can't remember. So it's like news to me. Looks like one of his coworkers is calling to congratulate him on their pregnancy. They must have just like announced it on social media or something cute like that. Oh, look at Lily, our sweet puppy. Sorry, guys. I know I'm like squirreling. Like, oh, look over here. Look over here. I'm trying to decide if which one do we like better, 1 or 2? You guys let me know. I'm gonna leave it on 2. I hope it's not crazy intense for you guys, but I'll leave it on 2 for now. We need to pick up our baby and do normal baby things with her. Pregnancy checkup. Oh, okay, cool. We'll go with Nico. Well, Nico needs to stay home with the kids. So maybe she'll go with her mom to go to a pregnancy checkup. But yeah, so we're doing all the things on the checkoff list. We're pretty far along in this Gen 1, so we'll be moving on to Gen 2 pretty soon. But yeah, so unfortunately, even though Marigold has been abused by her parents her whole life, she still did something horrible to her perfect, amazing, supportive, loving, doting husband, Nico. And unfortunately, Nico he's not aware that, he has been betrayed this way by Marigold. Okay, I just wanted to make sure aging was on. Oh, her mom disappeared. That's kind of annoying. So she is talking to her dad about like her pregnancy health and just kind of like asking, how does he think everything is going? So I'm not seeing like what kind of testing I can request. Maybe, oh, here we go. Get blood work done. We will ask our dad. And then, oh yeah, duh, the machine. We'll start an ultrasound scan. And we'll have this lady do it just because I do think it is invasive. But yeah, so unfortunately, Marigold is our main character, but she's not really a protagonist because she is a little bit of the antagonist in her story by becoming the villain in her marriage, but also in her relationship with her father and even her mother. She is the protagonist. So this challenge is just kind of about complex characters and, their relationships. And it's kind of like what makes a villain kind of vibes. It's like, can you be redeemed in the end? Can you make better choices once your secrets are exposed? Or will you continue to be like, no, this is my lot in life. So because that is the hand I was dealt, I'm going to do whatever I want and feel entitled. It's kind of like one of those like things where you're going to just kind of question your morality because Marigold felt robbed of her relationship with Jace from her dad and her sister, she chose to explore that. Once she felt free, she chose to explore what that relationship could look like for her. So, yeah, and in the process, she hurt her husband. But it looks like we are getting our ultrasound. I guess her father could have done it, but just to be safe, I wanted to make sure. Oh my goodness, guys, we are having twins. We're expecting twins, and the second baby appears to be a girl. What's the first baby? Expecting a healthy baby girl, and the second baby appears to be a girl. So I think that means 2 girls. We'll use MCC to confirm. I'm like, are we having any sons? And I don't even know who the dad is. I'm assuming it is Nico's. But as we know for generation 2, yeah, so Nico is the child and they're having 2 baby girls. Awesome. So as we know, the whole point of generation 2 is like they can see that their mom is like in and out of these relationships with these like men in her life that they don't even know who their dad is. So any of our children can be our heir for generation 2, but the whole premise is that we have to leave that question for the kids. They can never feel like secure in who their father is. So the kid needs to be like, well, is Uncle James my dad? Because is Uncle Jace my dad because mom and Uncle Jace are really close, or is Daddy Nico my dad? Looks like Belle's calling to check in on her. As you guys know, Belle is not doing really good with handling her depression after all her life's events and hiding this great secret, several great secrets at this point. It looks like so Belle calls Marigold wanting to hook her up with one of her friends, and I wonder if she's doing that to get her away from Jace, because she's probably like just suspicious at this point. But yeah, unfortunately, Marigold isn't meant to be a hero, so I understand if you guys don't like her anymore. But that's kind of like the whole point of the challenge. You guys knew she was going to have to cheat on Nico, and Nico is described as the perfect husband. So we were always going to hate that Marigold did that. Oh yeah, and due to having no eyelashes, I'm going to go into Cass and we'll look at everybody real fast. Genuinely, the best thing that has ever happened to the game is this button right here. I am so annoyed at how long it took for it to come to the game, and I am not going to be like, oh my God, thank you. Like, about time is how I feel about it. I love my Cass background. This could totally be a home in their house. So I feel like I've seen her in this dress like 950 times. So I feel ready for a change. I think it's spring. I just don't know if Marigold has gotten, I think she's getting like more and more housewifey, right? I put her in this. She looks like a banana. Yeah, so I think every day, like she's just like getting more and more housewifey. I'm very trad wife, so I feel like I have to kind of reflect that a bit more. I don't know what my yellow. Yeah, so I want to see what my white and yellow options are, but I feel like she is getting more and more trad wifey, except for apparently I need to maintain her leg hair. But yeah, so I think she's going to dive deeper into that before she's like free from it. So we will just kind of like pick out even more traditional outfits for her. This is too much like something her mom wears. But I think, with pregnancy, we're not going to really see her much in pants. If we can help it, because I've been pregnant, so I know it's a little more comfortable not wearing pants all the time. Yeah, this is getting to be a great option. And I think, she's going to kind of take a bill from her dad and kind of preserve this like perfect housewife image because she did something she wasn't supposed to do. So now I feel like I don't think she's like trying to get away with it again. I think she's going to be like, I have to make sure no one ever knows by being absolutely perfect. So even though she's not taking the medication anymore, she's going to kind of fall into the habits of the lifestyle to blend in and not make any waves in her marriage because she has not decided to leave Nico because she loves Nico, and her and Jace kind of just had that like moment of passion because when she remembered all her memories, it felt like she has always loved him and it hasn't been really any time since then. So she kind of, went for it, embraced that feeling. And then once she did that, she kind of learned to, obviously she had consequences from it. So she didn't want to like basically live with her consequences. So she's pretending like it never happened. I mean, obviously there is a child, so there's DNA proof that it happened, but we are hairless again. And I do think maybe she would put a little bit effort in changing her appearance. Like, I think she just wants to be seen as like the perfect mother, the most beautiful. Yeah, I'm going to go back to the hair she had when she was in high school, just very flat, very like sleek, like everything has to be put away. I think I want to give her some pearl earrings and kind of like just show she's aging by wearing a teeny bit more eye makeup, a different shade of lipstick, nothing too crazy, just making those little changes to her. Maybe she would contour more and blush less. With the aging process, maybe she wants to like feel more sharp. Oh, nope, that's not it. But like more sharp and defined, possibly. But essentially, like how Belle started to change her appearance when she was like cracking underneath the pressure of what their family was going through. That's kind of what we're doing here. I just want to check on baby Meadow with the different color eyes, if you guys didn't know. Nico does have blue eyes, but so does Jace. So that's kind of funny. Ivory. So I think I'm going to have Marigold kind of talk to Belle about like, hun, sister, you're not looking great. Like, is everything okay at home? Is Jace treating you right? Obviously, she's going to talk about going to the baby doctor first. But I feel like as her sister, she would definitely like have that conversation. And I don't really know how receptive. Yeah, ask about Love Light. So I don't know how receptive Belle would be to this conversation about like, you're not looking great. You seem to kind of always be. But yeah, Belle is looking like super botched. Marigold is very concerned about her sister. She's asking her if everything's okay at home with Jace. Belle is like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm, the twins are a lot of work, but I'm doing great. And Marigold is like, just know if you need to talk to me, like I'm here. And Belle is just kind of like, yeah, like I'm really happy. Everything is fine. I love my job because we guys know she works at the bakery for weddings. And, I'm really happy with everything. And Marigold is letting her know, like, I want you to know that you're beautiful the way you are. And, yeah, so I think Marigold wanted to tell her sister, like, I think you're really beautiful. You don't need to change the way you are. And I think Belle was like, yeah, I gotta go. Don't really want to talk about this. So it looks like she is coming over. I love having these lots next to each other. But it looks like Belle is coming over to flirt with Jace in front of her daughter, Cammie. I think is her name. Yeah, her name is Cammie. And I think, they're just playing happy life. I do think that they have officially consummated their marriage. They've been giving me that impression lately. I don't know if I'll go into the household to check, but they're playing house just fine. Jace is settled really nicely in his role as Dr. Bradford's assistant doctor. So yeah, he rebelled. He did his little act of rebellion with Marigold, and he feels like he got away scot-free, essentially. But he does know that Meadow is his child. So everyone is living in Delulu. It looks like poor Nico is depressed at work, so that's super sad. What does our baby need? Baby's fine. The baby just needs to go to bed, so we will take care of that for her. I do feel like it'd be very important to Nico that they don't have three, or they have twins coming. So they don't want to have 4 children in one room. So that is going to be a major concern of Nico's. That might be why he's depressed at work, because Marigold really has no desire to move away. She's very happy being taken care of by her father, but we might just have to sit him down and ask. My goodness, their mom is calling saying that she would like to try for a baby. Let's tell them to try. Like, maybe she's asking, like, would it feel weird if you had another sibling? But yeah, that's not a toddler bed, my bad. But I do think that they would sit down their parents and ask if they could possibly help them maybe finance a house and move out. I'm not really sure, but we do have the option to extend the house if we turn Nico's office into like a hallway. We could add 2 bedrooms down here, so that is always an option. So I think we're going to have Dr. Bradford over and Miss Helena over for dinner and kind of just like chit chat with them. Or maybe we'll go out to our favorite restaurant. I'm not too sure, but I do know she needs to take a speedy shower. The kids are a little cranky, so they're getting down for their afternoon naps. So Marigold's father's favorite meal is a crown roast. So Marigold is going to prepare that for the dinner. We have decided we're going to invite them over. But I think that they're just going to have a conversation about, like, can we use some money to invest in our property? It's, great for a beginner family, but we're kind of like established. We've been married for a few years. Our kids are getting kind of big. We could expand out this way as well. Casey is one of the doctors. I think that's very interesting that that is the person Belle thinks we should be friends with. Maybe this doctor has some insight in what their dad is doing, and maybe her and Belle are conspiring against Dr. Bradford. There could be a story there. We can let that marinate. But look at our sweet puppy. She's asleep. But I do think like we're outgrowing this house. We're about to have twins. We're about to be a family of 6 and a puppy. So our white picket fence dreams are no longer fitting the Malibu dream house style. Maybe they'll want to look at something inland, because I don't see her really wanting to be too far away from her family. She did help her sister with the kids whenever they were little, and that's just really, like, this is a family, a very driven family of that likes to stay together and stuff. So I don't really see that being something they're really excited about. Okay, so she's having some belly pains, and someone was just trying to come over to our house, but I had it paused because I was trying to make this walk happen, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen, which is fine. I think we're just going to invite over our parents. I think we're going to keep it very casual, just our family, and our parents. All right, Nico is home, and I'm really struggling to remember how to invite people over to our house. All right, so everyone has been invited to come sit at the table and eat. We're going to have, this very serious discussion about our housing situation in the future. Of course, Dr. Bradford is going to sit literally at the head of the table. How on brand for this egotistical man. So yeah, I think that Miss Helena is going to check on the other baby, because that is very much a thing she would do. But I think they're telling their dad that they would like to have their own place space. This was great for a young married couple, but we're having two more kids and we really need to expand. And Nico is, saving up lots of money and would like to, have our place of our own. And Nico is telling Dr. Bradford that it is very important, that he is the provider of the family, that, these are his girls. He's got to take care of them just like Dr. Bradford always took care of his girls. So Nico is like kind of stroking Dr. Bradford's ego and trying to like tell him to let go of his family without any negative repercussions because Nico realizes like there's something a little weird about Dr. Bradford, Miss Helena, and just like the whole family in general. And I think he wants to take his girls kind of out of that situation. So Dr. Bradford is out here talking to Helena and kind of having like a conversation about like, hey, maybe one of your friends who works in real estate, um, will have some kind of ideas where we could place them, we can help them out. It's kind of our job to take care of them. And they're kind of just going to have this conversation out here because they have no reason to believe that there's anything wrong in the situation. And Dr. Bradford always likes to be in control. And, him and Helena kind of have this like weird network that we might get into more in the next episode. So I think he's going to agree. He's like, we need to keep them happy. Let's help them look for a place. Maybe let's surprise them for Marigold's upcoming birthday. Um, yeah, so I think they're all gun ho for that. They're gonna surprise Marigold with a new place. Someone needs to let this baby go to bed. But yeah, I think they're gonna help because that way he can stay in control. And if you guys remember, while he was experimenting with creating shifters, Miss Helena was his patient who comes from a very troubled background and kind of wanted a fresh start and like to erase her memories. And she said something along the lines of like, I wish there was just a pill to make me the person I want to be. So she is kind of like the secret mastermind behind the idea. And Dr. Bradford is kind of like the mad egotistical scientist who kind of got a little taste of power and control and decided not to let go. So that's kind of where they are. We're going to fast forward a few months and check back in whenever the babies are born and possibly when we're getting this new house. Okay, so the villa that is the rental. Sorry, the vacation rental villa. I think I am going to say that he bought it and it becomes a regular residential. Technically, we could have her paying him rent, but we're going to just say that Dr. Bradford's like, this is on us, but it's just another way to control. We're going to give it like a little makeover, turning it into this residential lot. But yeah, I think we could work with this. It is a 2-floor house. So I'm going to do a quick little speed build of just changing everything up and be back soon. All right. So let me show you guys the villa transformation. This is our villa dollhouse. I know it could look more like a dollhouse, but I really want to fit the vibes of this world because I really have never played in it. To be fair, I haven't used that many aspects of it, but hey, I'm trying out a new thing. So he essentially painted the stone white, got a white picket fence installed, a front swing in the front yard, and replaced all the flowers with yellow. He is spoiling essentially his favorite child because, she's sort of lived up to his expectations as the perfect housewife. Yeah, so Dr. Bradford's house is down there and they are right up here on the hill, so he could definitely peek in on them if he had a telescope. Just saying. Not saying that's what he's doing, but we will see, right? Okay, so we're gonna walk in and I'm gonna give you guys a little tour of the makeover. So Dr. Bradford remembered how they fell in love in El Salvador in this house. A lot of this, the reason the richer kids in this like posh community go to El Salvador during the summertime is because a lot of the families have businesses out there. And so a lot of the architecture in this town is inspired by El Salvador. So when Dr. Bradford saw this place go up for lease, he knew he had to get it for them. because he is trying to show Nico that he like cares about their happiness and the things that they like. So he knew that Nico would not turn this down. This is their dining area. I'll have to fix that lamp. That actually was like that. Like I didn't even move the lamp, but okay. But yeah, so Nico, and I need to turn this this one curtain to yellow. But anyways, so he knew Nico would not turn them down if he felt more comfortable in his home. And Nico loves El Salvador. He loves travel. So this is going to be an offer too good to refuse because Nico cannot afford this for his family. Also, I love all the teapots in this house. It's kind of funny, a callback to Miss Helena poisoning Landon. But yeah, so Dr. Bradford really made sure that this was going to be the house that was going to make sure that he can still be in charge of his kids. They turned this room was like a chess room that was connected to the outside barbecue area. But Dr. Bradford had it converted into like a second child's bedroom for the twins to share, as well as it's sort of like a playroom as well. So we have those vibes in here. And I just walked through the wall to go to the outdoor barbecue area. I didn't really change anything out here. Great views, so I'd be very excited to play here. We have this little playground equipment, and we'll go back into the house this way. All right, so up next is upstairs. So upstairs, the landing is pretty much the same. I just changed the walls to yellow and changed a few things to yellow, but it's kind of all the same. There was already a study here, so that was perfect for Nico, and it leads into the master bedroom, I believe. Well, I thought it led into the master bedroom, but I guess it doesn't. This door probably does. Yep. So I just changed some colors, left it very authentic to what it was. But again, I do think the family is going to feel so much at home here. So Dr. Bradford knew what he was doing. This is just a generic bathroom. I just changed the tile in the bathroom. I didn't change anything else. Same bathroom, different color. Okay, so this would be the children's room. The two children that are already here, we have Ivory and Meadows' room. And I did put a little like infant learning station here. Yeah, so I do think Dr. Bradford will be able to keep his claws in controlling his family, because there is no way Marigold is going to let Nico say no to this place. I'm realizing I left the family photos here, so I think I need to I don't know if this goes into Dr. Bradford's inventory, but what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to make this room part of Belle's house, because then, but yeah, okay, so I just made it a shared space. And okay, so now that I made it a shared space, I wonder if I can come and edit this house. But I need to move the pictures over so we can eventually come back and grab them. Yeah, I wanted to really have a lot of pictures from this series, but unfortunately I'm not like that great with it. But we will just say that maybe it's kind of like a Belle thing. Maybe these are all Marigold. It's okay. Their children's birth. I mean, I don't really care about birth certificates. Yeah, another birth certificate. Yeah, of course I forgot like their sentimental items. I'm new at kind of playing with that. I'll leave that as a shared space though, so Belle and them can access it. All right, yeah, that's fine. As long as we have them somewhere in the world, so that way, like at the end of every generation, I can like sprinkle some photos out. I really need to learn how to make photo CC. I know it's really easy, I just haven't taken the time. It's actually been a really long time since we have journaled, because I had to close the mod out because it was broken. But it's kind of funny that that is a habit that Marigold has kind of quit, but she is still having bedtime paranoia. But we have the family kind of just going to bed. Yes, we have a stinky toddler. We can deal with that in the morning. Yeah, Nico, he didn't want to take another gift from Dr. Bradford, but he is not gonna refuse the fact that this is way better than what his family could afford. And the best news is, again, that Dr. Bradford and Helena, where do they live? Dr. Bradford and Helena literally live right around the corner. Look at that. So Dr. Bradford called Marigold and said that he just got her blood results in, and he needs to talk to her about her having an STI from possibly extramarital woohoo. He is going to, I think Dr. Bradford would accuse Nico because he doesn't like Nico. He is slightly suspicious of Jace and Marigold. He always has been, but he really believes that he has his hooks in Jace, which he does, but like he doesn't. I think he would believe that Nico, who he doesn't have control over, is having extramarital affairs before he believes the people he's actually in control of would betray him like that because he has put the fear in him. But this may make events turn out for the worse. She's going to have to go get some medicine. So it's asymptomatic, which means she doesn't have any symptoms, and this is a curable situation. I'm not going to read it online, but you guys can, I'm not going to read it online. I think you guys can see what she has. It is a STI. Okay, so it says that use the go to the doctor, go get tested otherwise, and then the sim will start taking medicine automatically. So maybe if I do reproductive health, we go ahead and so yeah, so she should start her medicine automatically. I don't know when she is going to I don't know when she's going to start, so we'll just keep an eye on that. Diagnosis is just a few more minutes, so we should figure that one out, but I don't know how she is going to tell. Okay, oh good, she took medicine. We're good. But does he have, like, I don't think he would get tested. I don't think that he would know. I think she's going to try to pretend like it's no big deal. And we'll have to just see if he has any symptoms come up over the next couple of months. Looks like Marigold no longer wants to have any more children after the twins. I need to read up on the rules. I'm pretty sure it said just have 3 more children with your husband. So she does have 3 children with Nico, so she does meet those standards. I'll have her take a bubble bath. And I just got the notification, of course, when she gets into her bubble bath that she has gone into labor. So I will just have her speed up. Oh no, the dog is, her water broke and the dog is drinking it. That is so obnoxious. Yeah, so we're going to speed this up and I'll meet you guys in the hospital. So I've actually decided to be a horrible person and I have sent Marigold off to the hospital to have her baby. Both of them. We've been through the labor thing twice now with Marigold. So we're going to just do the trickle, la, 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 and now we have a baby. So we have a baby girl. We have Ivory as our oldest, Meadow. We could do Rosie, James. We can do Sunshine, James. Sunshine or Sunny? Let's do Sunny. Duh. Okay, let's do Sunny. And then those are going to be our little girls. We'll take a little look at them. This one is, it's not going to tell me. This one is Rosie and this one is Sunny. And we'll go ahead and age them up so that way we can look at them. What's the point of these little babies anymore? When you can age them up and see how they look and it's so much cuter. I think we have to feed them first. So we'll feed them and then we will do that age up. All right, Sunny aged up. We're going to make Sunny Sunny. I just think that's cute and I want to do that. Oh, Sunny aged up with dark hair. And Rosie is there something that goes with Rosie? Cautious is fine. All right, we're going to go into Cass, but I wish Rosie had the red hair. Guys, we might change that. We might change that. I don't want to change their names. I'm just going to change which one has the darker hair. Or should I change their names? Should we change? I'm trying to think. Should I change their names or change which one has which hair? I kind of, maybe I should leave genetics. Or maybe it's funny. Maybe like Rosie is, no, I feel like they would have named them because of their hair color. So yeah, I feel like they would have named them because of their hair color. So we're going to say change Rosie to Sunny and then change this to Sunny. And then we will change Sunny to Rosie because she has red hair. That's actually funny that that's what I named them. And then we got ones with 2 different colors. So we'll do Rosie first since Rosie was born first. Oh, wait, technically, does that mean Sunny was Rose first? Yeah, I guess that would mean Sunny was born first because we renamed them. I'm already confusing myself. But even her eyes, like, she's definitely Rosie. And then let me look at Sunny's eyes. So they both, okay, so that means, that's so funny that Sunny also has golden eyes. Her eyes are not supposed to be brown, but maybe we'll just assume it's like in the family somewhere. But yeah, all the kids have different eye colors. So I wonder if this is going to start. I mean, Nico has no reason to think anything of the situation. Like he has no reason at all. Let's do a little bit of a skin detail, just having some fun. All right, so here is baby Sunny James, literally perfect and sunny. And let's look at Rosie and give her a little bit of skin detail. Her hair did have some wave to it too, so we'll leave that for now. Her lips are totally different too. Wow. They definitely are fraternal twins, which is fun. So here is little Rosie James, and with that, I'm going to save and call this episode done. I hope you guys enjoyed being back in the dollhouse, and look forward to doing the next one with you guys. Bye.